Okay guys, so this is a boxing class. We do this a lot with to enhance cardio, also great for stress relief as well. I think with boxing it's good because it is a good fat burn, calorie burn, but you also learn a new skill set. There is a mild sort of self-defense dynamic attitude. I'm not a self-defense coach, but you can learn sort of the basics and how to position your body, and also how to use your feet and your body to get the most power out of each punch. So generally what we do is that there's only really 6 punches that we go over. There's a left jab, the right jab, the left hook, the right hook, the left uppercut, and the right uppercut, okay? What we do though is we give them numbers. So we've got, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 5, that's a 6. The reason we give them numbers is so that when in the middle of the class when I'm calling out a combo, I can just yell the numbers out. It's a lot easier to yell a number out than yell out right jab, left uppercut, right hook. So just to yell out the number, as long as you remember the 6 punches, it's quite easy. A good way to remember is all the odd numbers on the left hand and all the even numbers on the right hand. So also as well as when you're punching, it's not just all about the hands, it's about your feet and your body, your waist. So the feet's important. So most punches, except for the one, you kind of stay, you've got to come onto your toes. So you got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what we're doing is just by going to your toes, you can actually move your body around and distribute more power through each punch. What people normally do is when they're fatigued, they normally just sit back and they punch from here and they just use their hands. So we try to encourage this down their toes. The class that you're watching now is just a 3-person class. So this can be a bit difficult sometimes because, especially when you have an odd number because you can't pair everyone together, but there is ways around it. So generally what we do is we just pair 2 people up and then the 3rd person goes with the trainer. And I'll just start a combo. Normally it's a 5 or 6 punch combo and we'll break it down into smaller parts and we might stagger it. So we might do 3 punches first, then 4 punches, and then we'll do 5 punches. So we just add a punch on each time, just so the brain can slowly catch up and learn the combo. So what we do is we go through that for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then the 2 partners swap jobs. So that person now the puncher now gets a rest, they get the focus, and the person with the trainer, I bring them over to this thing here. So this thing here is a good way to give a trainer a good rest, but they can also punch as well. And what I've done is I've got a permanent marker texter, and I actually wrote down symbols and numbers on it as well. So what I can do is just yell the numbers out, just like we are when we're sparring. So there's what we do is all the left hand punches are L's, the right hand punches are R's. Okay, these 2 punches here, they can be either a left or a right. So they've got 2 numbers. So there's an L1, an R1, there's an L4 and R4, and there's also L2 R2 and L3 R3. So all I do is I just shout the combos like that. So if I tell someone to go L2, R1 and L4, it'll be like L2, R1, L4, okay? Those 2 are jabs, those 2 up there are hooks, and these are uppercuts. Technically, they're not really uppercuts, they're more like underhand hooks, but you can't really do an uppercut on here, but I call them uppercuts anyway, they come from under there. Yeah, so that's just a good way to kind of get, when you've got 3 people and the training is a rest or a break, they can always put the odd person out on that. And then in the end, we just put a bit of leg work in there. It was just a final burn at the end. I just got them doing some knees and kicking up in the air. Tiff needed a little bit more upper body, so I just got her doing push-ups. But yeah, that's pretty much how you structure a boxing session. Yeah, that's a lot of fun, really good for stress relief, and an awesome fat burn as well.